Have you ever finished reading a book or completed an online course and 2 weeks later forgotten almost everything? I used to do this all the time. I'd read an entire book, highlight all the important parts, feel really good about it. And then a month later, I couldn't even explain the main idea to someone. It felt like wasting time. And honestly, it was frustrating. Then I discovered one simple method using ChatGPT that completely changed how I learn. And I'm not trying to learn faster just for the sake of it. I just want to actually remember what I learn. Today, I'm going to show you my exact system, 2 prompts that help me understand faster and remember longer. Let's get into it. The first step in the system is what I call the chapter processor. Most people finish a chapter and just move on, or they highlight a few lines and call it done. The problem is, passive reading doesn't create memory, so instead, I use this specific prompt. I'm going to show it to you in full right now. Pause the video if you want to copy it. Watch what happens. Identity-based habits. A restaurant succeeds when it focuses on being known for great service, not just selling one meal. Your habits should reflect the kind of person you want to become. See that? Atomic habits isn't just abstract theory anymore. It's a restaurant. I can picture it. I can remember that. That's the difference between reading and actually learning. But here's the thing. This only solves one chapter. You're reading page by page. But how do you hold the entire book in your head at once? That's actually the harder problem, and the one most people never solve. Let me show you what I mean. After finishing a book, I don't want a summary. I want a map, something I can look at and instantly see how every idea connects. I use a second prompt for this. I call it the whole book synthesizer. The prompt itself is a bit more involved than the chapter processor, so I'm not going to show all of it here, but I want you to see what it produces. This is the core structure of Atomic Habits. 1 sentence, 5 frameworks, entire book, laid out. This gives me the core idea in 1 sentence. These are the 5 pillars the whole book is built on. Then I ask ChatGPT to go 1 step further. Reformat it as a clean mind map. Now I can see how everything connects. I can review this entire book in about 10 seconds. Identity-based habits, the habit loop, the 4 laws, environment design, habit stacking, all connected, all visual, all memorable. And what I love about this isn't just for Atomic Habits. This works for any book. I run this every time I finish something. But there's one more layer that most people miss completely. Understanding the book's structure is one thing. Actually implementing it in your real life is another. So after this synthesis, I run a third prompt, a 30-day implementation plan that takes these 5 frameworks and turns them into specific actions for my actual goals. That part, it's inside the guide. Here's what changed for me when I started using this system. I stopped feeling guilty about forgetting books because I wasn't forgetting anymore. I was rebuilding them. The analogies made individual concepts stick. The mind map made the whole book stick. And the implementation plan made it actually useful. That's the system, and it takes maybe 10 to 15 minutes after finishing a chapter or a book. I've packed the full system into a guide called the Reader's Vault. It includes the chapter processor, the deep application prompts, the whole book synthesizer, a 30-day implementation plan for any book you read, and my active reading log. It's 37 pages. And it's structured, so you get your first real result in 10 to 15 minutes. It normally lives in my shop for $7. But I wanted to say thank you to those of you watching and supporting this channel early on, so I created a code, BookSmart. The link below takes you straight to it. The code is already applied, so it'll show 0 at checkout. No card needed, no catch. It's just my thank you for watching. Download it, use it on the next book you read, and let's stop forgetting what we learn.